how I fucked up my life. The first thing that I did fuck up my life is bad habits. When I tell you that I've been doing bad habits, like I mean all of them, right? Like nothing crazy, right? I'm not like Togi or whatever his name is that does cocaine and all the hard drugs, right? Like I don't do that. But like I've just been I've just been doing dumb shit, bro. Eating bad. I'm doing it right now. I have a half open Butterfinger next to me, dude. Like I'm doing all the bad habits, right? And let me give some examples so you know what I mean, because like different people have different definitions of bad habits, you know? First of all, vaping, dude. I'm literally giving myself cancer. I'm literally giving myself cancer for what? To taste sour wildberry gummy? Like what am I doing? Like I'm giving myself cancer for a cheap hit of dopamine, right? I don't have any Zins on me right now, but I've been doing Zins too, almost all the time. I have one in. It's horrible, or I have this in my pocket. I'm just chiefing it. Like I'm doing bad habits like that, for example, right? And I'm eating like shit. I'm smoking. I'm doing Zins. I'm drinking more than I should be. I mean, no one should probably drink at all. Like health wise, like no one should drink at all. I've been doing that too. I don't know. I'm falling off the good habit train, bro. Like if there was a good habit train, like I jumped off and like not onto the ground. Like we're on a bridge, dude. Like I jumped into the water, plunged, doom scrolling. Oh my god, dude! I spend hours, hours, dude. Even when I work, like sorry, I don't doom scroll when I work. But for example, yesterday I got to work like 11, right? I left at like 9. So I worked for like 10 hours, right? Yeah, I worked for like 10 hours. When I got home, I spent 3 hours straight just doom scrolling. Do you know how stupid that is? Do you know what I looked like? And again, I'm not trying to hate on anybody who does it because I do it too. But deodorant bar, for example, I literally for hours I was doing this. Like no way I was even like actually laughing. Like like at most like a nose exhale, right? Like I spent hours and I was exhausted. I worked all day, right? And like I spent hours just doom scrolling. And for what? All it did was fry my dopamine receptors and made me feel shittier than when I got off, right? Because I got off and I was like, oh, I want to feel good because I feel tired and groggy and just like, eh, you know? So when I got off, I just did that for the instant dopamine, right? And then I'm sitting there, I'm hitting the vape, and like I'm just wasting time. Speaking of the bad habits, like vaping, for example, the other day I went to work and I was thinking, I don't really need the vape. Let me spend all shift without it because normally like I'll be hitting the vape at work all the time, right? So this time I was like, I'm not gonna hit the vape, right? So I leave in the car, thinking like everything will be fine, right? The first hour or two of the shift, first 30 minutes of the shift, I'm not thinking too much of the vape. Like I reach in my pocket to hit it, or like I'll think, oh, let me hit the vape, and I'm like, oh, it's not there. So like, all right, like we're good. But after like 3 hours, give or take, I get like crazy, not like crazy, but like I just get super like irritable. I'm just like mad. Like I'm at like a baseline just mad. Like no matter what is happening, like it didn't impede me from doing my job or anything. Like I still did a great job, but like I was just like angry. I was just angry for no reason. But there was a reason. It was the vape. At first I was like, oh, maybe I'm just like hangry. So I was like, dang, like I'm really hungry. I ate And then I was still like just angry. I was like, wow, like this sucks. And then the shift was over. And I was still kind of angry, but it faded by the end of the shift. And then I hit the vape. I'm like, oh, I got the buzz. I'm like, oh, this feels so good. Like it just showed me like how addicted I am to this little USB stick looking device in my pocket that makes me breathe vapor. Like I'm so addicted to it to the point of not having it for a couple hours. Like I get angry. Like that's so like sad. Like I can't go a couple hours without this little device, without being angry at everything around me. It just shows you like how addicted you can be to something. And like I wouldn't want that for anybody. I don't want that for myself. And I do really need to quit. The second thing that I'm doing that's been fucking up my life, actually, that I'm not doing, is the good habits. I haven't been doing any of them. Today's the first day in weeks that I've actually, since the last video I recorded months ago, right? That was like 8 months ago. That was April. That was April. I've read maybe 5 times since April. I've maybe read 5 times. You know how sad that is? I've been doom scrolling instead of reading. And I can feel like my mental health, it's not as good as it was in April when I was doing the good habits. I'm not reading. I'm not the last time I meditate, I can't even remember. It's been so long since I've meditated. I don't even remember the last time it was. Probably like 8 months ago. I don't even remember. Journaling? I don't remember the last time I even journaled, dude. The only like good habit that I have been doing is going to the gym. But the thing is, I'm eating like shit, and I'm barely eating any calories. I'm gaining no muscle. I'm still skinny. I've gained almost no muscle in the last 8 months because my diet has been so shit, dude. Right? Today I woke up and I tried fixing it. Clearly not enough because I'm still eating Butterfingers and I'm still hitting the vape. But like I can't keep doing this, man. Like I'm fucking up my life. Like if I continue doing this, I'm gonna be a loser still. A loser, dude. Like imagine imagine, right? Imagine a couple years. I'm sitting like 4 years from now, right? I still live with my parents and I'm making barely any money. And I feel like shit all the time. Like don't get me wrong, like if you're living with your parents and you're grinding and you're doing well and you're making good money and you're working on yourself, like that's totally okay. Like that's good. But like I'm not doing any of that. I'm not working on myself. I'm not grinding. I'm not doing anything productive. I'm doing nothing. And I'm sitting here thinking I deserve more? Like how selfish, how arrogant do I have to be to sit here and just like, oh, I deserve a better life. Why isn't my life getting better? Why do I have no money? I'm not making any money because I'm not working as much as I should be. I'm not trying as much as I should be. I'm not I'm not grinding as much as I should be. I'm not putting in as much time as I should be. Anytime I have free time, I'm doom scrolling. I'm zapping all of my dopamine. And then when it comes to like a task I have to do, I don't do it. I made a bank account roughly, I honestly don't know how long ago it was. Like 3 to 5 months ago, give or take, I made a bank account, right? Because, I had some money saved up. I want to put in the bank, right? Normal person, adulting, start a bank account. It took me until the like couple days ago, right? It took me months to actually go and put the money in the bank account, right? Like like that's such an easy thing to do. It's such an easy thing to do. It took me like not even 30 minutes to get up, get the money, go to the bank, give them the money, and leave. That easy. It was super easy, but for some reason I was putting it off. And for what? Every time I had free time, I was just doom scrolling instead of being any way or form productive at all. All I was doing, zapping my dopamine receptors. That's all I did. That's all I was doing. It was horrible for me, right? Another thing is, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I had no goals. No goals or aspirations. I'm just sitting here being arrogant, thinking my life should get better. Like, if you don't plan to make your life better, how will it get better? Right? That's like coaching a sports team, not having a plan or goals, and just hoping your team gets better. Just hope. Oh, if I sit here and hope long enough, my life will get better. Well, it won't. Your life won't get better if you just sit here and hope. Because for the last 8 months, I've been fucking sitting here and hoping, and nothing has happened. I haven't taken any action. Nothing has happened to better my life. I need to better my life. I need to start a new journey to be better. I really fucked up. And the worst part is, this whole time, I knew what I needed to be doing. I'd wake up every day knowing I need to read, knowing I need to meditate, knowing I shouldn't doom scroll, knowing I shouldn't spend so much time on my phone. So much time on my phone. Every day. Despite what I knew I had to do, I didn't do it. I didn't do any of it. I didn't do any of it. I just sat here and just fucking scrolled through the last 8 months of my life. I have done almost nothing meaningful in the last 8 months of my life. Almost nothing. Almost nothing. I've just sat and doom scrolled and wasted time. And I have nothing to show for it. Nothing. Did I gain a couple pounds of muscle? Sure. But it could have been so much more if I just fucking picked up the fork. I can't even clean my room. Do you know how easy it is for the average person to clean their room? Sure, it's a chore. Sure, like you're gonna roll your eyes like, oh, I gotta clean my room. My parents told me to, or it's dirty, or whatever the reason is, right? My room's been dirty for so long. And I know I need to clean it. And it's still not clean. This room's still not clean. My point is, like there's Halloween candy wrappers on the floor right now. Halloween. It's December. The point being is I've just done so many of the bad habits that doing simple, relatively easy stuff just feels so hard and draining. Like I can't even bring myself to clean my room. Do you know that's so sad? That is so sad that I can't bring myself to clean my room because of how just like fucked up my dopamine is because of how much I've been indulging in just stupid quick pleasure that's getting me nowhere in life. Point of this video is to show we all fuck up. And I've been no exception. I've been fucking up. But I'm done with all that now. And little by little, not all at once because clearly I can't do that. But I'm going to try little by little to fix my life and get it better and show you guys the journey to being better, to getting better, to being happier, to being healthier, to being better. I'm gonna fix my life. Just like you should fix yours if you've done anything that I've said in this video. If you're anything like me and you want to fix your life, which if you're watching this, you probably do want to fix your life. So let's do it. Work hard, do better, prove yourself. Have a great day.